Hi everyone, welcome to Diala Treats. I'm Diana and today I'll be showing you how I made these adorable pumpkin shaped conchas with some pumpkin spiced flavor. If you find this video helpful in any way, please make sure to give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Not only are these conchas adorable, but they are super delicious. They are soft, fluffy, chewy, everything you could ask for in a concha, and the best part is that they are pumpkin shaped. Your family and friends won't believe that you made them from scratch, and they are the perfect treat in the holiday season. The recipe will be in the description box and you can also find it on my website. Making the dough is super simple. You're basically letting the mixer do all of the work for you. You combine your dry ingredients with your wet ingredients until all of that comes together and forms your dough. Then you place that in the oven and let it rise for about 2 hours. The topping is super simple to make as well. Again, you're letting the mixer do all of the work for you. Put in all of the ingredients and allow that to come together to form a paste. Then chill it in the refrigerator until it's time to roll the dough. After you make the topping, it's a good time to measure out the baker's twine that you will need to make the pumpkin shape. After the dough has doubled in size, it's time to assemble the conchas. To me, this is the best part because you get to assemble each concha with your hands. You get to roll the dough in between your hand until it forms this perfect ball shape. And you do have to make sure that you grease the tray so that they don't stick to the tray after they're baked. You also have to make sure that you coat each ball of dough with some butter so that the topping can stick and won't fall off once they're in the oven. I like to flatten my topping with my fingers. So first I roll it in between my hands and then I press it down and then roll in between the fingers to get it as thin as possible, and then gently press it down into the dough. After all of the dough has been covered with the topping, it's time to use the baker's twine. Make sure that the baker's twine is covered in butter or in oil so that it doesn't get stuck to the conchas after they're baked. It is possible that some of the fibers of the baker's twine will be left behind after you bake them. It is possible to remove them before you eat them, but if you prefer to not use the baker's twine, that's fine as well. You can use a different method that uses scissors to cut out the dough in the shape of a pumpkin. You won't necessarily get the perfect shape of the pumpkin that you do with the baker's twine, but it'll get close enough. And it's an alternative if you really don't feel comfortable using the baker's twine. When I make these again, I'll skip this step until after they're baked because I found that they weren't actually centered this way. It's better to bake them and then add the cinnamon sticks. Once they're assembled, they do have to rest again for about an hour and a half until they grow into the baker's twine and actually form that pumpkin shape. Once they're baked, you do have to let them cool down before you begin to remove the baker's twine. And this is the reason why I recommend adding the cinnamon stick after, because you'll see that it's not actually centered and I did have to adjust it. But aside from that, these are so delicious. They're so festive. Your family's going to love them. You're going to love them, your friends, if you do share with them. They are super delicious. You can also add the pumpkin spiced flavor to the dough if you want extra flavor. I didn't think of it at the time, but you certainly can. This is me taking off some of those leftover fibers. But I do hope that you try out the recipe. Let me know if you do in the comments. I did forget to record a video of me cutting into them, but here's a video of a different time that I made them, and this is how they should look from the inside. Thank you for watching.